It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, and so is the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And tonight, it'll be the 76ers going up against the Pacers. For Indiana, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. Kenny, I'll tell you what. We've already seen some big matchups to start this season. It's very early.
Yes.
But in the real world, how soon do you start thinking about playoff ramifications?
Oh, you start thinking about playoffs day one.
Oh,
the end goal is always some.
But you're not thinking about where you are. Hey, right now we play these guys.
Yes, always. I look at them in 5-game blocks. I would be like, hey, man, these 5 games, we need to be here for the playoffs. After these 5, we need to be here. Because if you don't, it could get out of control and out of your control.
I can tell just from his reaction of shaking his head that he's not buying what you're selling.
Don't listen to that jibber jabber, Ernie. You focus on one game at a time. The rest will just take care of itself.
So you go less than I do.
One game at a time.
I went 5-game blocks.
And then if you need to make an adjustment, you don't wait. You just
when did you think about playoffs, then?
When playoff time came around.
So not like early on in the season you weren't thinking playoffs like Kenny was.
Can't control the future. Only I can.
It didn't work that time. Nothing showed up in your hand.
Nothing.
It doesn't always work that way. What do you think this is, some video game? Harlan, take it away.
Sit down. Be humble. 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 Sit down.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers in their last game, a loss to the Cavs in Cleveland.
You know, it seemed like once it went to overtime, the confidence from both teams just really seemed to go in opposite directions, and unfortunately for them, they were on the wrong side of that equation.
And, you know, Greg, that's the case a lot of times when you have an uneven matchup like that. I mean, the longer it stays close, the more the underdog starts to believe it can win.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Nick McMillan took over as coach of the Pacers last season. Now, his previous head coaching job had been 5 seasons prior. He said, now, there's a lot of old school in me, but I do understand you have to adapt with this generation of players, the millennials, and how you communicate. They want to bring that old school discipline to this team. Kevin?
Thanks, David. It's great to have a mix of those things. Adapt or die, as they say. Clark, you talked about this a lot, the changes, the biggest differences from playing college basketball to pro basketball.
Without question, Kevin, a couple of the biggest differences for me were the speed of the game and the quality of the players on the court. That was really something that I was aware of, but it hit me right between the eyes as I got going. And then the other thing was the traveling schedule. I hit a wall after about 60 games and was really a dead man walking for about 10 days before my legs came back and I finished that rookie season strong.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Collins and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. Young and Turner up front, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. Young passes to Collins. Turner with the screen. Got a piece of it. Moves back up. Pass to Boston. The offensive rebound. Here's the bodyguard. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Outside, Simmons. Over Bogdanovich. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Simmons got the game going with his first points of the game for Philadelphia. Collison kicks to Young. Back to Collison. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Sensing the opportunity there, Collison sneaking inside for the finish.
Pass to Battiston. He feeds it to Simmons. Here's the bodyguard. He's covered by Collison. Now the pass to Battiston. Shot clock at 5. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And it's sent back by Turner.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
Outside Collison. Here's the 3. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Pass to Battiston. From deep three-point range. Here's the bodyguard. Passes it to the machine. Shoots the 3. Hits it from three-point range. The machine's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Collison dishes to Young. A floater. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. The machine's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Young with the steal. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Hands it from downtown.
And really, Oladipo is effective at stretching the defense with his perimeter shooting. I think his stroke continues to look better with each passing game.
Now here's Simmons. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. They get the rebound. Prime time. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Outside Collison. 6 to shoot. Here's Young, and Young slams it home.
Finding the open man, Collison, a capable playmaker.
Here's the bodyguard. He also played a big role in their last game with Atlanta. This one. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Indiana's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Turner. Back to Bogdanovich. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right. They're happy with that shot.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
And again, Thaddeus Young. Young's got his second basket of the night.
Young is often overmatched because he's not as big as other power forwards, but he still finishes inside at a high rate.
Here's the bodyguard. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. And they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
That is one. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul.
And you know, as good as Young can be in the open court, he doesn't quite carry over to his free throw shooting. And you know, the Pacers looking to go more up-tempo, higher scoring is kind of how they wanted to play. They went out and traded for Thaddeus Young, and he's been a great fit at the power forward spot.
From Young. And Thaddeus Young with a player option on his contract after the season. He seems likely to opt out.
Well, I think he's a bargain right now at under $13 million per year. And as crazy as that sounds, that's the reality of the salary landscape we're in. And I would expect him to expect the raise next season.
All free throws good from Thaddeus Young. The 76ers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Fires the three. He doesn't hit that one. And Indiana will go the other way with it.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And so he draws the foul on the shot by a trip to the line to shoot 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks. Free shot.
And he makes the first. And Paul George traded away by the Pacers over the summer, a move they didn't want to make, but the writing was on the wall.
You know what, it's always hard, Kevin, to lose a superstar player, but the Pacers had really been unable to create a contender around Paul George, and therefore they had to trade him because they didn't think he was going to sign. As a matter of fact, he clearly stated he would not re-sign at the end of his contract with the Pacers. So traded to OKC, and Paul George still intrigued by the possibility of maybe playing for his hometown Lakers at the end of his contract.
Now, here's Oladipo, who's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Philadelphia leading by 5. Outside, Simmons to the left wing. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Oladipo kicks to Turner. Outside Collison. Just 5 on the clock. Turner with a screen for Collison. A baseline J. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
And Collison has a nice stroke. A quirky release, but never going to pass up the mid-range jumper when it's there for him.
The pass to Primetime. Shot clock reset for Philadelphia. Outside, Simmons. Another shot. Doesn't go that time. A D by Bogdanovich. Pacers trail by 3. Turner passes to Oladipo. Young, right side. And the shot goes in. Young's got 10 points in the game. Philadelphia's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Outside, Redick. Primetime, the pass to the body. Buries the long-range jumper.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Clark, as an analyst, do you feel you view the game drastically different from when you were in your playing days in college and the NBA?
Yeah, you know what, Kevin, I really do, because I've benefited from the different coaches we've had a chance to visit with over the years, and that's added to my perspective. And you tend to look at things differently when you're playing. I was always a student of the game, but clearly I think I've become a lot more analytical as an analyst, if that makes any sense.
Yes. With some changes, Sharch has checked in for Primetime. Robert Covington comes in for Ben Simmons, and it's T.J. McConnell in for the bodyguard. Pacers trail by 4. And Joseph kicks to Robinson. It's stolen by Sharks. And now Philadelphia on the break. Stolen by Stevenson. Releases from 15. And it's rebounded by Covington. The 76ers leading by 4. Embiid wide open. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Now here's Stevenson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland. Philadelphia shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. Out left to the wing. Back to Redick. Pass to McConnell. Up top, Embiid. Over Jefferson. It's a big high bouncing goes in. And now a 9-point Philadelphia lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the 76ers with possession. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the deep.
And you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in the real zone.
Now here's Robinson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Count it.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Here's McConnell. 7-point differential. Here's Embiid. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Embiid's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
What a soft touch from the big man. Embiid's jumper is ATM when he's in rhythm.
They set the pick. High, arcing shot. In deep, Robinson drops it in.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
And Redick kicks to Embiid. Over Jefferson. Embiid, no good.
Tell you, that is not what they want. A contested jump shot, defense right on it. You need to get a better shot than that.
Back to Joseph. Stevenson against Covington. Shot clock at 6. The offensive rebound. Sabonis. AD that time from Redick.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
Now here's Stevenson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
Shorts, that's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Passes it to Sabonis. Here's Robinson. And the layup's good off the glass. Robinson's got 6.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Embiid the screen. And the wide open shot from Redick. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And Stevenson kicks to Joseph. Pass to Sabonis. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. The Pacers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And, you know, with Nate McMillan taking over the Pacers last season, their offense was much improved. He had a good stint as a head coach in both Seattle and Portland, but there was some slippage defensively with the Pacers, and now it's about striking the right balance between offensive prowess and defensive improvement.
And they repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Back to McConnell for the three. It's rebounded by Indiana. 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Robinson kicks to Joseph. He dishes it to Stevenson. There's the feed to Jefferson. It's over Embiid. And that's going to be too many steps. That's the whistle on the travel. Inside the line. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Philadelphia with a 10-point lead. It's a breathing room heading into the break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans.
I think I'll forever be associated with Duke and Duke basketball. And obviously that's a polarizing topic for some people. They like me, some people don't like me. But I take a lot of pride in the fact that I went to school there, I got to play there, and I graduated from Duke.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success rate, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
You know, and listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And then listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and haven't gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been. I think it's about where he's going, what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
And we know energy and effort go hand in hand, and they won't be denied playing with a bunch of energy, easily coming up with those offensive rebounds too.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Dario Saric is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Covington in at the 3 spot. The Pacers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Free throw is good, and the NBA is at coaches who are as legendary as any player. With that in mind, Clark, who is your pick as the greatest coach of all time?
Man, I can't even begin to have an answer for that one. There's some guys that jump out, though, when you think about that list, who would be on it. Greg Popovich for sure, and Phil Jackson would have to be included on that list. Red Auerbach, Chuck Daly for the way he was able to manage his players. Pat Riley. To consider him as part of being on somebody worthy of that list as well. Now you can go back a little farther and throw Rennie Wilkins in the mix. I thought he was really good with a number of different teams that he coached.
Now here's Joseph. The miss from Joel Embiid. Not as good of the 76ers lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Sabonis.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Nailed from three-point land.
They were
Johnson. Over Sharich. And it comes off the front of the rim. The 76ers leading by 7. Kicks to Embiid. Eyes a 3. Eyes again. The shot by Sharich. No good. The Pacers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Screen by Jefferson. There's Sabonis. Tips it up. It's good on the putback. Jefferson's got his first 2 points of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And Ben Simmons said he didn't take a lot of outside shots in college because he didn't need to. He could get to the rim pretty much at will.
Well, he'll find that will not be the case at this level. His shots inside will be challenged a lot more. His perimeter shot has been the question mark, and that's where I think he's got to improve. Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
You know, anytime your game is compared to LeBron James, that's a heavy mantle, no doubt about it. But, you know, with Simmons' size and point guard skills, I certainly can appreciate where people might make that comparison and can actually see some mild similarity.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Amir Johnson's checked in for Joel Embiid. Primetime comes in for Sharich. And Baniswan subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And Simmons at 6'10", a rare combination of size, strength, athleticism, and elite playmaking ability.
No question, Kevin. He's a drive and kick dime dropper supreme. I mean, this guy with bullet passes with ease and great vision and plays downhill, too.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. After Darren Collison's miss.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
Between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the 76ers.
And boy, they've been producing points both inside and out. That kind of symmetry offensively is a great sign, and it's correlated with their early success.
Now, here's Oladipo. Outside Collison. Back to Oladipo. Turner with the screen. And Oladipo hits the Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Turner. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Time's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Baniswan passes to Johnson. Here's Baniswan. Turner covering. It's good. And it's a 12-point 76ers lead.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And Thaddeus Young he's got a unique offensive skill set. I mean, he really is able to score over bigger players with just an array of little hooks and floaters and off-balance shots in the lane.
good on the free throw. And Greg, at about 6'8", what is it that enables Young to finish so well inside?
I think it's more finesse than power. Not a lot of free throws for him, but he can get his shot off quickly before the shot blockers have time to gather.
The machine's checked in for Johnson. That one misses. Philadelphia leading by 12. Here's Gaddis one. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Collison. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Screen by Young. Shot to stop for one. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And you see Bogdanovich, 6'8", at times listed at shooting guard. GA, is he a 2?
No. If anything, I think he's often better defending power forwards than he is against the wings, in part because you're not going to look to post that position in the way the game is played today. This guy is skilled and tough, but doesn't have the great foot speed defensively, so I think that's to his advantage to guard those guys.
First one falls.
And you know, Bogdanovich played for 10 years in Europe before coming to the NBA. Just now coming into his prime, but he's got a lot of pro experience.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Clark, when you look back at your terrific career, who is the one player that you considered your toughest opponent to go up against?
There were a couple of guys. Bernard King from the New York Knicks, because we saw them a handful of times a year, and he was just such a phenomenal scorer and a relentless worker offensively. He just never gave you a break. I didn't get to see the West Coast team but twice a year. The Denver Nuggets in the early 80s had Kiki Vandeweghe, Alex English, and Dan Issel. And between those 3 guys, they were averaging about 80, 81 points a game. And I usually dealt with English or Vandeweghe. And those were long nights, as those guys moved the ball, shot it from everywhere, and were excellent offensive players.
The 76ers making a switch here. Covington's checked in. Oladipo outside. Dishes it to Collison. Turner with the screen. Just 5 to shoot. And the basket by Collison.
Collison showing good concentration there. Never took his eyes off the target.
Feeds it to Simmons. Young with the steal. It's Oladipo on the wing. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Oladipo's got 5 points so far. And here's Covington from the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 5. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. The kick out to Collison. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 9.
And Collison, I think, is at his best when he's shooting the ball from a set position. More of a set shooter than a guy who shoots it well on the move.
And they pick up 2.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep hitting early.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
season's performance for him. 17th in field goal percentage, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And a guy who rarely takes a bad shot. I love the way he plays. Completely unselfish with the basketball. I think he'd rather pass it off than take a bad shot. Here's Simmons. That one goes in. Simmons got the lead up to 13 now for the 76ers.
Well, I liked the first quarter he had. I mean, and I'm loving the second quarter even more. Playing with a lot of momentum right now.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. It's Oladipo on the wing. 4 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. It's deflected, but he stays with it. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the machine. And it's Luwawu Cabarro in for the bodyguard. It's Covington on the wing. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pacers trail by 16. Now the dish to Young. And Young slams it home.
I tell you, Thaddeus Young flowing and glowing, making it happen. Do it, young fella. Get busy.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 8. That shot, no good. Good defensive work there by Young.
This shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Floats one up. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. 8 points for Victor Oladipo. There's the pass to Covington. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Baddest one passes to Luwawu. He tries for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Collison with the screen for Bogdanovich. There's the steal. Here's baddest one. He's covered by Collison. Here's Simmons. Simmons missing again. Pacers trail by 14. And Young kicks to Collison. Turner with the screen. Puts up a 3. And Indiana, another 3.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
They set the pick. Simmons on the wing. Good defensive work there by Young. Indiana's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Bogdanovich wide open. Here's Turner. Good on the shot, and that shades the lead to single digits. Turner's got his first bucket of the night.
That's all about the ticker for Turner. Big heart, a real juggernaut on the boards who uses those long arms exceedingly well to get second chance opportunity.
And Luwawu gets it to go. Pacers trail by 12. A drive by Collison, 11 feet away. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Collison's got 14 points.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Pass to Luwawu. The feed to Covington. Back to Simmons. Over Young. It's rebounded by Indiana. Young's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Boy, he's having a tough time right now. Seems like he's forcing his shot a bit to me, Kevin, not letting it come in the flow of the game.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
The 76ers leading by 7. Pass to Simmons. Here's Luwawu, expanding his range. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Collison kicks to Young. Turner with the screen. And Oladipo has it in the corner. And Oladipo has some parts of his game that needs work, but he is certainly terrific on the big finish.
Yeah, I mean, he's got longer arms than you would think for a player of his size, and the overall physical skill set, there's no doubt about it. You know, you look at his ability to just stay floating in the air for that extra moment when he's in attack mode, and this is a young man that still has his best basketball ahead of him.
And, you know, Oladipo is one of those multifaceted players. I mean, he can do just about anything you ask of him when he's on the court.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Sharch is checked in for Robert Covington. Reddick comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and the bodyguards subbed in for Baddiswan. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Al Jefferson's checked in for Turner. Sabonis comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Stevenson's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's on Al Jefferson. The 76ers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Oladipo. And so he hits both.
Textbook shooting from the stripe. Great form, soft release, mark it up.
Outside Robinson. There's a screen by Robinson. Stevenson dishes to Robinson. At the elbow, it's Simmons. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a chance now to review the shot chart for the Pacers.
Well, they haven't really been strong enough inside. I mean, they haven't been a force or aggressive with getting those good quality looks in the paint. And I think the one-dimensionality of their offense is going to continue to be an issue because the defense isn't having to worry about clogging the lane or defending down low.
Free throw, no good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Robinson a screen on Embiid and stolen by Reddick. He kicks it to Simmons beyond the arc. Charge on the follow. George has got 7 points in the game.
I tell you, all Simmons needs is a little breathing room. He's dynamite off the pass.
Here's Sabonis, routed by Simmons. Jefferson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Jefferson's got his second bucket of the night. Here's the bodyguard. He's got 11. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Philadelphia going into the break with a 10-point lead. And their 3-point shooting has paved the way for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Al. What has the strategy been defensively, and what needs to happen in the second half?
Well, we just got to help. We can't let everybody do this. Everybody got to help and on the defensive end and give them the key to protect the front.
Al, thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We so hope you enjoyed our first half. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime report. Taking a look at the 76ers. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Some great work from them with the 3-ball. They came in with the idea that they could attack this D from long range. They were rotating the ball on the perimeter and letting it fly. And they got a good look. It's a strategy that paid off with a barrage of threes. That's my barrage sound, Ernie.
Kenny, what did you think about Indiana?
Well, they just didn't produce enough offense. I don't know if it's because they were expending so much energy on the defensive end, but clearly they have to take a look at this. What plays are we calling? And how can we improve that? And they have to do it fast, because if they don't, this game is going to run away from them.
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
The second half just about to get going here. You know, baddest one has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, what a shot in the arm he gave there in that first half. The 3-ball just kept falling.
Yeah, and you know what, as far as I'm concerned, keep beating. Gotta ride the hot hand.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Pacers trail by 10, and so in the game for the Pacers. Young and Turner up front. Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. Now here's Collison. Clock at 6. And finished off by Collison.
And Collison's quickness enabling him to slice to the rim there.
Darren Collison going through the free agency process this last summer. Greg, Indiana jumped at the chance to add him to the roster.
Yeah, and with Collison, his ability to play in so many ways, that is what made teams go after him. He doesn't always take a big signing to change the complexity of a team. Getting solid contributors like Collison go a long way in building the foundation of a team.
Good, Darren Collison.
Well, you go back to Darren Collison's career at UCLA, very distinguished, and he's turned himself into a starting caliber pro, too.
Now here's Embiid. Over Young. And it's off the back rim, no good. Bogdanovich passes to Collison. Oladipo for 3. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got 3 assists tonight.
It's easy, he has the room he needs and doesn't hesitate on the catch and shoot jumper, which he shouldn't. I mean, I like when Oladipo is quick with the shot.
Here's Collison. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Screen by Young. Collison picks to Young. Oladipo for 3. Sharks grabs the board. Philadelphia leading by 6. Johnson right side. McConnell passes to Bannister. No good on the 3. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And here we go. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Third is Miles Turner.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
And the first one drops. Free throws, good from Thaddeus Young. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Sharich outside. And the pass to Battistone. Fires the three. Good on the triple. Battistone got 17.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And it's what he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Beyond the arc. Shot is good. The 76ers lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Oladipo.
The second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
McConnell kicks to Embiid. Shoots over Turner. Here's Johnson. He shoot again. Pass to Battistone. From outside the arc. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. And that's now 20 points for Battistone.
Another point. And he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And I'll tell you what, Greg, once he finds that rhythm, he's hard to guard. Shots come easy for him.
Collison, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that out.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot. And if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Now, here's McConnell. After Darren Collison's miss.
That is prototype rebounding right there. He gets the position down low, boxes out, and then corrals it.
And Young kicks to Oladipo. Screen by Young. Oladipo dishes to Turner. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
Boy, Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Sinks the three-pointer. 10 points for him.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Johnson against Collison. Here's Oladipo, poked loose. And Philadelphia has possession. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Oladipo's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And when Oladipo finds a comfort zone on the offensive end, man, he's hard to stop. He's a juggernaut offensively when he gets it going.
Here's Embiid, and it's sent back by Turner. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Oladipo. Look at that jam!
Now, bring the thunder, rock that rim. A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now, here's McConnell. This is it to Battistone. Fires from 18. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Collison the pass to Oladipo. Screen by Young. And Oladipo gets to Young. Johnson with the block.
Excellent defensive commitment that time from Johnson. He's always there and present.
Pass to Embiid. Over Turner. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And put the other team on its heel. We'll see how it plays out.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
Now here's Collison. He's covered by McConnell. And Oladipo kicks to Bogdanovich. Turner with the screen. On the wing, Turner. 5 to shoot. No good that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way. At one point they led by 16. Sharich outside. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Now it's a 7-point 76ers lead. And the Pacers all time here. And Joel Embiid, from the time he started playing basketball in Cameroon through the University of Kansas, Clark, he began patterning his game after Hakeem Olajuwon.
Well, it sounds like he's a visual learner because he got a DVD of Hakeem and said he watched it almost daily. Their stories are similar. Both started playing hoops relatively late. Both are from Africa. And you watch the gracefulness of Embiid's moves inside. Easy to see the influence of Olajuwon.
Checked in for Embiid. Primetime comes in for Amir Johnson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Baddiswan. And Simmons subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Now here's Joseph. And there's the pass to Sabonis. He feeds it to Jefferson. Fires from the wing. That one goes. Counted. Jefferson's got his third basket of the night right there.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Back to Saric. Stolen by Joseph. Over Simmons. Saric grabs the board. The 76ers leading by 5. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Nice to see how easy he takes over games. Makes it look elementary. I mean, that's why they feed him the rock so much.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Pacers trail by 8. And Joseph kicks to Robinson. Robinson, a screen on Simmons. Back to Robinson. Comes up empty off the pick.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Looking to end his cold spell. And Simmons with the layup. Simmons got 10 points.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Yeah, it looks too easy for them. Almost looks too easy for them, I should say, Greg. I mean, their chemistry really at a high level.
He's just able to shoot over people at a high rate.
And you are a good defender, Greg, so you tell me, how do you guard that? I mean, the height, the soft release, not a lot you can do against that combination.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 10. And here's Stevenson. So the wing on the left. It's stolen by Sharks. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
Outside, Redick. Pass to the machine. Shoots from 12. Again, Philadelphia.
I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Now, here's Stevenson. And foul on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Bodyguards checked in for the 76ers.
Find the lane. One shot.
That one misses for Stevenson.
When Lance Stevenson is focused, he's very dangerous, has a ton of talent, good, strong physical body, athletic, versatile. He does a lot of good things out there.
The bodyguard, the offensive rebound. Here's prime time. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a look at the locations on the floor where he's been shooting the ball.
You know, I doubt they came into this game thinking they was doing this much damage from mid-range, but you have to give them credit for being able to see what is available in their offense and then exploit the weakness of the D. To be successful in this league, you have to be flexible, and they've done a great job of that so far.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And the Pacers with possession here, trailing by 10. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Here's Joseph. It's hauled in by the 76ers. At one point, they led by 16. And Simmons penetrating. Here's prime time. It's a nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Takes a 3. And that one's good. Simmons got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Simmons continues to develop the outside shot. When he's connecting from deep, the defense is in trouble.
Screen by Jefferson. That's a floater go. Stevenson can't hit.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's the bodyguard. A putback. Here's the machine. Passes it to prime time. Outside for Simmons. For the 3. It's rebounded by Jefferson. Jefferson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Ben Simmons picks up a foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Indiana making a change here. Turner's checked in. 1:46 left here in the 3rd quarter. Screen by Jefferson. Ripped away. There's the pass to prime time. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Pacers trail by 13. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
Pass to the machine. We've got 1:13 left to play in the 3rd.
He's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
Simmons with it. Now guarded by Stevenson. Shoots from 14. Offensive rebound. Outside for Simmons. Here's the bodyguard. He's covered by Joseph. Here's prime time, and he slams that one down.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Here is Stevenson. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. They set the pick. true on the 14-footer. Stevenson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Inside, here's the machine, and Jefferson sends it back.
Great seeing Jefferson show us some defense there, Kevin. I mean, with his length, he rejects shots when he jumps and times it right.
With 1 on the clock, misses. And so it's Philadelphia. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Philadelphia leading by 13. We got the bodyguard, Joel Embiid out there at prime time. And it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Luwawu in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
He had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Indiana's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. From the baseline. And the shot falls short this time.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And for Joel Embiid, some real tough times to start his NBA career. Greg sidelined, as we know, for the first 2 seasons with injuries. And just when he got going in season 3, he was dealt a knee injury.
Yeah, it has not been easy. And remember, Joel Embiid is so competitive. You know, he came to the game late, but fell for it hard. And this is what he lives for, to be out on the court helping his team compete.
You know, you got to love watching Embiid play the game because he has such great passion and really a drive to be great.
The 76ers making a switch here. Covington's checked in. And Indiana with the change here, too. Young's checked in. And Embiid drops them both. Pacers trail by 18. Outside Robinson. There's a screen by Robinson. And Joseph kicks to Robinson. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas. And the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Here's Embiid. Good work defensively by Turner. The Pacers shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. And Stevenson kicks to Young. Turner with the screen. Robinson goes in and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
2 shots.
Shoot 2.
That free throw missing. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Indiana. That one is no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Luwawu. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 5 assists in the game.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Bogdanovich is checked in for Robinson. just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Oladipo dishes to Turner. Good work there as it goes.
Outstanding anticipation that time from Oladipo, seeing the floor extremely well and then zipping the pass over to the open man.
McConnell with it. He dishes it to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Turner. Again, Embiid missing. Pacers trail by 17. Young sets a screen for Oladipo. Screen by Young. Joseph, the pass to Young. And it's Young finishing it off.
Boy, Thaddeus Young does a nice job setting the screen solidly and then rolling effectively so he gets a chance to score on the backside.
Here's prime time, defended by Young. And that one is good. And that's 13 points for prime time. The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out the break. And Joseph kicks to Bogdanovich. Joseph with a screen on Covington. Bogdanovich dishes to Young. Turner with the screen. Off the screen. Oh, and that dunk by Young.
Those drives, that ability to get to the basket are what Young can bring to an offense. I mean, there aren't a lot of ways to deal with him effectively because he drives it so well.
Here's prime time from 15 feet away. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Turner. And the call will be against prime time. And that'll be his third foul so far. Clark, we talk about the importance of what a player can do. How important is it for a player to know what they cannot do?
Very important. Understanding who you are and what your skill set is and how that fits with your team, critically important. Not only knowing it, but then embracing your role within your particular limitations, skill set, and teamwork.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Covington kicks to McConnell. Turner with the steal. Bogdanovich against Covington. Bogdanovich, no luck. Philadelphia leading by 13. That's to Luwawu. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And it's going to be on Miles Turner. Two shots. First free throw is good. Amir Johnson's checked in for the 76ers. The bodyguard comes in for T.J. McConnell. He hits both from the strike.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this league's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Now, here is Young, and Oladipo has it in the corner. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Simmons checked in for the 76ers. At 6. And Oladipo kicks to Collison. But they get it back. Oladipo, the pass to Collison. Some solid defense from Saric.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. J.J. Redick's checked in for Luwawu. J.J. Redick. Simmons with it. Over Bogdanovich, and that one's good. Simmons. And the 76ers lead by 17.
That, to me, is good use of the mid-range J by Simmons, taking whatever the defense gives him out there.
And once again, off the mark by Indiana.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. And they're just living beyond the arc here, really, the entire fourth quarter.
And, you know, this is the time to do it. Taking triple after triple. And it ends up becoming contagious.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Kept alive. Second shot. Here's the three. Pacers with the rebound. Turner's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Oladipo against Redick. Back to Collison. There's the triple. A three-pointer is right on target. Collison's got 7 points here in this quarter.
This is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Snatched up. Outside for Simmons. Looking to get back on track here. And Simmons finds it in.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
So it's the Pacers now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. Turner with a screen for Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. They double him with Sharich. Turner. Johnson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Baddest ones checked in for Philadelphia. And the Pacers with possession here. 17-point game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Collison. Outside Bogdanovich. Kicks it to Oladipo. Over Redick. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
I think he shouldn't have forced that one. Instead, he should have passed it off.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Sharich. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And the 76ers lead by 21.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
And here are the 76ers now. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. Dishes it to Redick. Simmons on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Redick for three, and the three ball is good.
Redick drains these shots constantly. I mean, senses and feels the separation and then capitalizes on it.
Clock up 2 there. 10 points for Miles Turner.
And you like to see since the half now. He's finally starting to come around.
Philadelphia moving the ball over. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's foul number 2 for him. The Machines checked in for Johnson. Here's baddest one. Here's the Machine, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now, here's Young. That That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Here's Pattis one. The basket hit off the assist from Simmons. And that's now 28 points for Pattis one.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Collison in the post. Oladipo outside. And then Oladipo with the jam.
Man, entertaining to watch the way Oladipo finishes around the basket. I mean, he's close to the bucket. He's dropping the hammer.
Here's Pattis one, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Thaddeus Young. And league expansion is something that simply won't leave the conversation in the NBA right now, Clark. Do you think that the NBA adding another team or two is inevitable?
I don't think it's inevitable. As a matter of fact, I think we're at a good number where we are, Kevin. It's still the best league in the world, and I think you could dilute that a bit if you added teams. So I'm fine with where we are.
Free throw is good. Some changes for Philadelphia. Okafor comes in for the machine. Robert Covington subbed in for Sharp. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Al Jefferson is checked in for Turner. Sabonis comes in for Thaddeus Young. Robinson's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Joseph Young is subbed in for Oladipo. And that's good as he gets both of his shots. And so here is Indiana. Outside Collison. Screen by Jefferson. The drive by Collison. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. That's 12 points for Al Jefferson.
You know, this is exactly why Jefferson gets involved in screens. I mean, his big body allows his teammates the space they need to do their damage.
Now Young. Feeds to Jefferson. Back to Young. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Pattis one. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Primetime's checked in for Ben Simmons. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Pattis one. The Pacers also with a sub. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Darren Collison. Jefferson setting the pick for Young. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Primetime's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Philadelphia.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And they took charge when they counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so by winning the first of 3 to play in this season series, it should give them plenty of momentum and confidence for the next time they'll have to lace up their sneakers against the Pacers.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Pattis one.
Well, it was nice seeing him do his thing on offense, wasn't it? Turned it up a notch and flat out pulverized the defense.
Now McConnell, following the three-pointer attempt by Lance Stevenson. McConnell passes to Primetime. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
All the officials are all over that one.
It was clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. so he hits both of them. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Stevenson against Reddick, 13 feet away. Here's Jefferson. Got a piece of it. It's a bonus, and he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle, too.
You know, at 240 lb, Sabonis knows how to get position on the boards, and he's a dependable rebounder, too.
Free throw, no good.
I look at Sabonis as a terrific stretch four. He's a guy who can play either power forward or center, and he has excellent length and a nice touch.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.